И всем здрасте, с вами снова Хамелеон сервис. Третья часть прохождения игры Beacon Pines. Да, в прошлой части я что-то забыл, то, что подключил микрофон. Надеюсь, будет меня слышно. Потому что в прошлой части забыл и отвел этот микрофон очень далеко. Говорю. И даже не понял, почему. Пока... Потому что это был тот микрофон. Поэтому мог комментарий в прошлой части оставить в прошлом. Скажу кратко. Сейчас немного продвинулся по сюжету. Я, скорее всего, ветку, которую начал еще в первой части. И во второй части, что продолжить другую часть ветки. Продолжить первую. Я запущу потом. Объясню кратко. Дальше. Чтобы понимали. И что пока что там нет слышно. И по возможности уже можете подписаться на мой канал. Так. Опять же, начать. Вот они. Да, и в прошлой части серии я уже наконец познакомился с третьим участником. Точнее, своей банды. Точнее, уже девушка.
Chapter 6.
Так. Нужно сейчас даже еще эту линию играть.
Secret lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder.
Типа, холод.
Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Тихо вернулся домой и лег спать. Следует на следующий день. Так, к тому же, если заметить, я даже сразу не понял то, что в первой части, в этой части, ходит в пижаме. То есть зеленый. Это его костюм. Так. Скажем кратко, что я пропустил. Так. В прошлой части мне пришлось выбрать вид, чтобы потом продолжить. Открывать много новых. Также содержать ребят. Я выбрал, скажем так, странность. Урод. Одной из задир. Право. И получил концов. Вот он, да. Получил концов продвижения. А до этого был следующий. Кажется, это прошлая часть я открыла. Этот концов, что продолжим. Скажусь. Да, где там... Где его там был... Да, и при том, что это ветка, где наш друг остается. Так что... Давай краткий. В этой ветке, где ставил ролл 1, он пошел желтого человека. Потом мотался домой, типа, бабка дала разносить там банки варенья клиентам. Это пришла вон та команда. Как помнишь, главный герой. Да. Но то, что тот, кто скрывался вот в желтом костюме, была бабушка. Также еще помню в этой концовке то, что еще существует, скажем так, разделение две банды. Это гиена со своими армией енотиков, которые там записываются подряд. И, насколько помню, сама бабка главного героя, который берет себе часть банды, насколько. Один из заброшенного участка Соломона, а также кафешку. Также она носила желтые. Так, конечно, мог... Ой, кстати, о той кошке. Когда я выбрал... Не. Как кошка присоединилась, это начали искать лучше. Даже вот этот 40 случайно. Хотя по мне это не... Если не случайно, это... И да, именно она участвовала в задир, который там делал такой выбор. Либо выбрал странный, это значит, что делал одну из задир. Если фотки, то она забывает. Получает физический ожог. Но потом, пока что в этой части, буду продолжать вот эту часть. Смотреть, что дальше. Сейчас уже кидаю насколько. Часть остался жив. Привели третий. Начали. Без рации. Который... Так, мне будет, конечно, плохо слышно. Поэтому может... Сейчас, в данный момент, надеюсь, что было. Кажется. Если что-то хочу комментировать, то дальше продолжать. Все, поехали.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
Который говорила Бек. Бекки. Это ясно. А, да. Сколько когда Бекки другу руку была бабка. Главный персонаж.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
Хотя все возможно. Может это какие-то улики. Если я, конечно, слышу. Где главному персонажу запрещено годиться. Точнее, бабушка запрещала.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Кстати.
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back. The three crowded around the hutch to peer in.
Лишь бы они не разбили эту посуду.
With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability. As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Да как? Да уж сколько лет главный герой жил, а тайник не знал об этом. Действительно, эти типа героя. Я скорее всего бабушку этого главного героя, скорее всего, по второму. Потому что я уже в общем плане видел, что она всех собирается себе противостоять этим енотикам. В общем плане не понимаю. А король, что будет интересно. Ах, ясно. Добились то, что под лежащий натрий. Точнее, переводится как взрывоопасный. Вечный натрий. Типа нефти. Она не кормит эти варенье из кур. Это просто ее отдельно.
Rollo who casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Обычно.
He smacked his lips.
Так, Ричард. Да рано что ли?
Willow plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Willow offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
Здесь брат. Ясно, что больше разве. Так вот. Так, тут. Странно. Даже есть. Блин. Погоди-ка минуту. Если смотреть именно вот на эту ветку, там, друга похитили, то, возможно, держите именно здесь. Погоди, здесь, точнее.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town.
Блин. Я уж повторяюсь. Ладно,
Interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
и вряд ли является серийный убийца, скорее всего. Блин. Свою, скажем так, банду организовал. Против енотов. Да, точно. Блин. То, что она... Это уже так понятно.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Да уж, обидно. Ой, отец.
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb. Willow swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text. He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Покажут.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise. Rollo's finger traced across the page. Rollo scanned through several more pages. Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly. Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages. Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter. Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Вот.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines. Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger. He jabbed down at the end point.
Странно. Интересно.
Luca looked up from the map. Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Это если это один из членов, какая бабушка. Тут просто
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs. The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump. 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 At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
зачем вообще это прийти? К тому же, не ошибаюсь. Был караул. Оружие. Да. Кажется, что больше всего это главный герой. Или, по крайней мере,
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure. With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground. From the dark corner, they saw something move. Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
блин.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo Chapter 7.
Блин, то есть они просто покружили этого старика, который, блин, и во-вторых, мне кажется, скорее всего, по факту является... Мне кажется, что если должен был встретить, то главный персонаж, точнее, главный персонаж.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loot. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
И обратно затащить и закрыть ПТ.
After some deliberation, it was decided.
Блин. И чё, так закончу?
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation. Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits. He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Простите. Это было... Что типа происходит? Во-первых, мне очень интересно. Один вопрос. Почему зашел домой? Окей.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave. Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Под моей бабушкой.
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Прием. Ладно. Так.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Объясни.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists. He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke. Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was... He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the... Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard. Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
Подожди. Подожди. Если в ветке там своих возможностей хватили, получается.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Хорошо.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Ё-моё. Теперь нас... То есть в этой концовке нас оставили. В подвале.
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Блин, это хорошо продвинуто. Ладно.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder. Luca surveyed the roiling clouds. At that moment, the heavens opened up,
Подожди.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card. Luca flicked at one of the toggles. Luca squinted into the eye hole of the micro.
А, это жопачка.
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
Так, конечно.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh. Beck looked down, timidly tapping the letter with her feet. Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window. a deep breath, exhaling slowly. Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night. Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper. Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
Штурм.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
И
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Блин. Блин, то есть я теперь без... Теперь понятно в чем. То есть в этот раз без Беки. Ну, точнее, еще время стало позднее, чем надо. Ага, вот и вторая банда, кстати, которая говорил. Банда енотов, водитель, быки. Кстати, они, между прочим, скорее всего, являются, скажем, обе позицию стороны. Той позиции, которая против героя.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the femfish half-refined tape. Luca tied what fish?
Да, и насколько прошлая часть серии приходил с этой бэкой, или там я роту такал нам хотели пройти тест.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
Попробуй.
Rollo scoffed.
Почему? Понял, что герой не попался в каком-то казичке. Заранее. Все.
Lucas stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much. Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
Not the... Теперь я не один.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense. The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Поем. Хотя говорить, что... Сказать, что... Ну, по крайней мере, про...
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Ясно. Да.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway. Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Блин, и при том, что в отличие от всего... Странно, что он в одежде спит.
Luca dozed off again, still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Пока.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic. Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the page. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the
Yeah, так. Тогда
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't... Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel whelp. Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward, and in a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun. Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus. Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg. Luca gave a reluctant nod. Luca took a deep breath. Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship.
Теперь мы, насколько помню, будем сейчас дать прощение Луки. Наше опоздание. Надеюсь, что твой друг тебе, точнее подруга, поможет.
Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to if one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp, but the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo. Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head. Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Просто фестиваль. Так, ага.
Look at gentle good for.
Так, ага. Отлично. Так. Да, всё, помню. Здесь, кстати, позиционная часть. Или... Там никаких этих скорее.
Luca placed his sometime. Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful. Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod. For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze. Sorry, all became flat. Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Ветки. То есть, получается, не знаю. Там уже.
leaped with excitement. Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing. Kato stared at Luca eagerly. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf. Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition. Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word. He continued flipping. Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up. There were rarely and simply of Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog. Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog. Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper. He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip. Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog. waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
Так, ладно, как только найду контроль, продолжу допросы.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloon. Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Сейчас я до конца.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter. Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love none of this is fair to you. You have already lost, so we both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried everything I've done. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran. Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder. Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary. Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse. It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend, something as old and cruel. A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Блин. Давай сначала. Конечно. Хотел переключить, но посмотрю, что будет.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut. Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain. disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible. Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying. Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation. With a resigned sigh, Luca responded. Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket. The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pine." Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice. The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice. The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion. Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to crawl. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more. Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy. The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb. Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face. Iggy shrugged. Iggy now wept openly. He wiped his nose with a sleeve. Luca gave a warm chuckle. Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes. Iggy arched into a wide yawn. Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut. That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more. The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's... He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the... Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the... A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, then slowly raising one hand above Iggy. It snapped out 2 brisk raps on his... From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up. Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower. Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor. When it came to complete strangers, Icky had trouble cobbling together an insult. Iggy huffed with gratification. Nat began to turn away indifferently. Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off. Realizing he'd worn their patience thin, Nat relented. Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes. Nat took a deep breath in. Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers. For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place. Cold and disheartened.
Снежный тур. Который полез. Други.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow. Luca began to laugh uncomfortably. He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him. He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out. Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips. There was no reply, just snow-covered silence. Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave. Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow. He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully. Luca stuttered through heaving sobs. Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head. Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve. Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckle. Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look. Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid. Luca rolled his eyes with realization. Iggy stifled a chuckle. Iggy triumphantly raised the shoe.
Все, пока что. И оставить пока что. В данный момент. Да. Пока что, скажем так, продвинулся очень так сильно. Сильно точнее продвинулся, то хотел в одну сторону ветки, но вот я добился одной. Решил выбрать другой путь, чтобы, точнее, начало, продолжить дальше то, что часть серии. Нашли героя дома, тайный ход, там у бабушки. Потом какой-то там знакомый дядька. Нашли бабушку. Это решил закончить. Поэтому решил сразу перейти второй. И поссорились с этим потом. Потом самому извини, историю закончил. Это все замерз. лет пришлось перекинуть ветку также часть серии. И оказался большие. Честно. Скорее всего, я завтра продолжу это играть. Да, конечно, обычно я делаю что перерыв, но пока не в этой. Точнее, продолжу. Пример завтра. Так что с вами не прощаюсь. Что, возможно, завтра продолжу. Так что всем чао и пока. И спасибо за просмотр.